Sanmanan Tumilang Mulweni Abusheni di Macharoni. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, kuday khwedah. Awe Masakanders, my name is Winston and welcome back to my channel, Bushi's Lagbur. On this channel, we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money, and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in today's video, I'm going to do my second update about my bonsai tree, and we're gonna take this further and shape it into how I really want it to turn out. So stay tuned. So again, this video specifically for Dean the Jager that has been asking for an update. So what I want to do today is, guys, remember the purpose of or rather the experiment that I wanted to do is, remember I planted the rock in there, and this is that toilet paper thingy that you can see it's now almost decomposed. It's almost formed part of it. The purpose of this was to form part of the compost and to keep the tree upright. So, and I also planted the rock here so that the roots can go over the rock. So what I want to do today, so the plan is today, let me just explain to you. I've given it some thought. So I want to, this one is like curled up this way. So I want to bring it up here and kind of like make it arch like this, and then I want to bring this one down here and make it arch like so it can make a heart. I'm holding the camera in my one hand so I can't show you, and then this one, these I will take off these ones, these two, and maybe put it in water so we can have new plants, and then this will be almost like an arrow shooting through the heart, and I will just clean it up a little bit. So just bear in mind as well that I'm not an expert. This is an experiment, guys. This is the first time dealing with a bonsai tree. Today we're gonna do, and we're gonna try and do what we want to do. Whatever's in my head, I want to make sure, try that I can do it physically now with the plant. So let's go. Right, so first of all, let's get going on the base. So I want to see what's happening. Let me just take out this plant, because this plant sits right next to me in the study where I work, so in the sun. So that's why I keep this here, so that when I give it water, the water drains into this. So let's just take off this thingy. You can see how it looks like right now. This was a newspaper thingy. I'll leave a link at the end of this video to show you where we started, and then you will understand what this is. So let's put that in there, and then what I want to do is I want to brush off. So let me just move the thingy closer, and let's brush off and see what it actually did. Okay, let me just brush it off in here. Closer. Okay. Don't want to break the, oh, this soil smells nice. Okay, this part of it didn't break off yet, so I don't want to brush too hard because I'm just scared that we're going to break off the roots. But the aim was to expose the rock and for the roots to grow over, and it's definitely done that. It's actually very strong, I must say that. So I move it like this. So yes, this is all, this right here is all the roots right over here. So I'm not gonna brush it too much because I actually don't want to hurt the roots. So what I've done was I actually brushed it off so that the base here, or rather the base, the side, can be exposed, so that when I water it, the water doesn't go over it can fill up until there and maybe just drop. And then I've came across a problem because now the roots are more on the other side of the stone and not here. And what it does is now it's lifting up. You can see it's lifting up from the stone, so the soil here actually kept it down a little bit. So I'm gonna try and get this tree to grow, like I'm pushing with my finger, like upright like this, because right now it's leaning to the side. So I'm gonna try and just maybe fasten it so it can, or maybe put a piece of a stick or something to support, stick in there to support it up like this, and maybe not tear the roots on this side, but maybe just put it up like that. Guys, again, I'm not the expert. I'm experimenting as we go along here, so if you are the expert, maybe if you want to give me some tips on what to do, because I think I brushed a little bit too hard and I broke off some of the root system that came from this side over, and most of the roots are on the other side. So I'm just going to try and maybe support it from that side. So let's go. So in order to support it, I use this society stick as a support, just to put it, I put it on this side, so that, because most of the weight is over here. So now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break a piece off and I'm gonna put it there like I said, and I'll try and support it. Let me do that. I don't want to drag out this video too long, so I'm gonna break this off and I'm gonna put it in there and I'll show you what it looks like. Right, that is how I supported it. I stuck it in there and I just against that wire over there on the base of the bonsai, and now it's no more leaning to this side. It's now a little bit upright, and this right over here, it's still part of that toilet paper thingy. It will most probably break off sometime in the future, so I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna clean it out too much. Like I said, I don't want to hurt it, so let's just leave it and then we'll come back, and maybe in a later stage, maybe like after a year again, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Right, so right now let's go to I'm gonna put it like this. Let's go to shaping this thing. Let's start by removing the piece of, I would say, branches that we don't need. Let's just clean out this, clean up this bonsai a little bit, so we can get rid of what we don't want on this bonsai. Alright, so if we are going to shape it like this and go upwards, then we need to get rid. Let me just move this thingy up. Yeah, if we're gonna move this way and shape it upwards like this to make a heart, then we need to get rid of this one over here. So let's just take our shears and snip this off right there. So that's gonna make a nice heart right there. If we're gonna take this one, or rather we're gonna take this one and shape this like a heart right here, then we don't want these two over here. Right, so we're gonna shape this like this, and we're gonna shape this like this. Let me just move the camera a little bit up so you can see the picture. So we're gonna shape this like this, and we're gonna shape this like that to make our heart. And then obviously this part here will serve as the arrow going straight to, so we need to get rid of this one over here as well, or rather let's leave that one for now. Let's shape it quickly. Now in order to shape it, I'm going to use soldering wire. I don't have the wire that they use in the nursery. The one I use is a bit too strong, and it kind of broke it did break off the first time I tried it. So I'm gonna take like the length of this branch over here, because I'm gonna wrap it, but I'm gonna take it a little bit longer so I can wrap it around the branch. So there we go. This is the piece that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna wrap it around this, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. You know what, guys, I'm not gonna hide anything from you. I wrapped the wire around, but it just does not want to shape. So even though the wire is so soft, it just does not want to shape. So I'm gonna get a stronger wire and I'm gonna start wrapping it from the bottom over here and go right around and then take it to that so it can shape like that. I want it to shape in a heart like that. So whether it takes me whatever I need to do, I'm gonna do it. So I have these wire. I have a lot of these wires, like thin wire that's laying around. I have the thinner one, and then I have the thicker one, the one that I used in the previous video that made the almost, I think I broke the plant, or I didn't break the plant, or almost broke the plant, but I used the thinner one right now. It's easier to wrap around. As you can see, I wrapped it from the base. It's not too closely to the base, because as you can see, if I go too close, it kind of like scrape off the base. I don't know what you call it, but I don't want to hurt the plant, so I went as carefully as I can, and I left, let me just go backwards a little bit. I left the long piece, so I wrapped it around, and I left the long piece going up. So I'm not going to cut, or I want to cut it, but I don't really want to, because from what I can see is it bends nicely. So in order to for me to bend this, I need to be able to, let me just move the camera. So in order for me to move this and make it a heart shape, I need to bring it over like this and somehow tie it here so it can come over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for now like this, because I want all the weight. Remember, I took out the support, because I took off the previous wire that was around the base, so I'm gonna have to support it again like this from this side to support it like that, and then all the weight will now be upright, and not this way. So then this, I need to bring this over like this and maybe somehow tie it over here to make that heart. But let me first get this piece over here, this long piece. This one must come over to complete the heart. So let me just tie some around here, and I will think I will have to let me first get some wire around this and get this tied up like this, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I am done wrapping the wire around. So I think what's gonna happen is this one is gonna come over like this, this one is gonna come over like this, and I'm gonna have to tie the two wires right over there, so I don't have to bring this long wires. I'm gonna have to cut it over here, and then tie it so we can make a nice heart. The heart is not going to be perfect, but it looks like a heart, again, I'm not the expert, I'm just experimenting. So let me cut it, while I have it over here. Let me cut it over here, that part there, and then I will cut this part over here, and then what I will do is I'll bring this two together and marry it like this somehow, and that should resemble a heart, right? Let me just get that done and I'll show you what I'm done. Alright, so there you go. I tried my best to have it look like a heart. I actually, while trying to bend it, I actually broke off a lot of leaves, so I hurt it a little bit. You can see all the leaves that has fallen off here while trying to bend the wire over. But we have a small little heart here. I want to push this out a little bit there, but these leaves are so fragile over here. I'm just afraid I'm gonna hurt that a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I just want to take off this one. This is another one that I want to take off here. Just where is it now? Let me just get a clean cut over there. So now we're trying to work with one hand. Alright, so there you go. So it kind of looks like a heart. Just clear out this one over here. like that. I think I need to clear out some of these ones at the in the inside as well. Maybe like that one, then it opens it up in the middle at least. So that is from the front. Then just turn it around like this. From this side it doesn't look nice at all. So I'm hoping that the plants will, or the leaves will grow back where I'm hurting. I think these ones will also fall because it's busy falling off right here. I think I hurt it too much. These ones also, this one and this one also. So it's kind of hanging flappy like this. So I'm hoping that it will heal in time. So I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm hoping that it will grow properly, and maybe if I clean it up a little bit, I'll take off some of these ones here. It's gonna grow some more shoots, definitely. So maybe let's take this off here, the back. So maybe if I give you this angle like this, then it looks like something like a small heart. So I'm just hoping that as I water it, the plant will heal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna leave the soil like this. As I water it, the soil will wash away, and eventually we will be able to see the stone that I have there and the leaves going or growing over the stone. So that is basically the plan that I have right now. And for these ones that I cut off, I'm gonna put them in water. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So I'm gonna plant this, put this in water so it can grow some more. I think this one is too small. This one is also too small, so I'll try and get these ones in water and see how many plants I can get from that. So the next time I'm going to give you a update about this plant. Maybe it would have healed, and then we can do something else about it. So guys, that's me and my bonsai. Dean de Jager, there you go. I'm hoping that you are the expert. Maybe from this side, this angle gives somewhat over heart. You guys can see I'm an amateur. This is not my thing, but I'm experimenting. And with bonsai, it doesn't your tree does not take shape overnight the way you want it. So it takes some time to get where you want it to get to. So we're gonna see how far we're gonna get this one. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. Any suggestions, any criticism, anything you want to say about my experiment, please leave them in the comment section down below. Please leave me some advice if you want to. And if you haven't subscribed us yet, please destroy the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new update. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.